Have you ever noticed how much effort it takes to do absolutely nothing? We call it boredom, but lately it feels like something else. An existential pause, a quiet admission that we have forgotten how to just be. I feel that we don't tolerate the silence anymore. The second a gap appears in our day, we just plug it. We fuel the void with a never ending stream of other people's thoughts, other people's creativity, other people's lives. The digital revolution did promise us connection and it gave it to us. But I think it came with a hidden tax. It cost us our attention span, it cost us our patience, and slowly, without us even noticing, it started costing us our habits. Don't get me wrong, it's not that technology is inherently evil. It's a tool. And when the tool starts using you, when your default setting for free time is a mindless infinite scroll, your mind just stops creating, it just consumes. And the things that used to define us, the hobbies that shaped us, get buried under the noise. So I stood in front of my wardrobe the other day and realized it was a perfect mirror of my own mind. Cluttered, disorganized, overcrowded with things I didn't need, making it impossible to find what actually mattered. Every piece of data, every 15-second reel, every notification came. It's just more clothes added onto the pile. Eventually, you'll run out of space and you will need a digital detox. Not to punish yourself, but to clear the canvas, organize the clutter, to make everything clean so you can finally start thinking again. Once the static clears, you realize what you actually lost in the mess. It's time to bring the things that made me, me. Growing up, reading wasn't a core, it was an escape mechanism. It was how I built my worldview, how I traveled before I could actually travel. Books taught me how to focus, how to get lost in a single thought for hours without needing a screen to flash at me. In this book that I'm currently reading, there's this line: all big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. But as the decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. Lately, I have forgotten how good it feels to let your mind slow down to the pace of turning pages. It's funny how much time I seem to have now just trying out this digital detox thing. Coming home to endless doom scrolling and losing hours to watching Netflix, I used to spend a lot of time in front of the screens. That routine makes you completely oblivious to the world around you. You don't notice the weather shifting outside, or that the beautiful indoor plants you bought are quietly dying because you forgot to water them, or that the dust is settling on the things you used to love doing. I used to do a lot of journaling before. It was my way of decluttering and organizing my mind. But as life got busier, I lost that habit, just like so many others. It's funny how a quiet morning gives you the patience to just tend to things, to slow down enough to breathe. I sat out on the balcony and opened a notebook just to write down 3 simple things that I appreciated about the day. No grand plans, no to-do list, just a simple reminder of the day and a choice to be grateful before I head out. When you finally turn off the screen and step outside, the world changes its pace. Suddenly, you aren't rushing to the next piece of information. You're just here. I realized how long it's been since I walked down a path without a destination in mind, just watching the wind move through the leaves. In the middle of a busy week, sitting completely still can almost feel like a guilty pleasure. We are so conditioned to always be productive, to always be consuming something. But looking up at the sky, listening to the birds, it reminds you that doing nothing is sometimes the most productive thing you can do for your mind. We spend so much time looking at perfectly curated lives online that we forget to look at the texture of our own surroundings. There's a quiet rhythm to an ordinary afternoon, the way ripples move across a pond, the geometry of a quiet street. It makes you realize that peace isn't a luxury you have to travel far to find. It's just a shift in your attention, a choice to see the beauty right outside your door. It's a simple reminder. We don't need to reinvent our lives again, overnight. We just need to give our old habits a chance to breathe again. And then the weather shifts. In a hurried life, rain is an inconvenience, something that breaks your plans. But when you choose to slow down, it feels like a reset, a reminder that the best moments aren't the ones we control perfectly, they are the ones we simply allow ourselves to feel.